Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. I know y'all saw what happened last night. The Mavericks versus the Timberwolves. Luka and Kyrie did it again for the second time. So they won both games, stole home court advantage. Now the Timberwolves, they're on life support. Ant-Man was talking all that trash. I can't wait for Kyrie, this and that. After defeating the Nuggets, Ant-Man was talking all crazy, feeling himself. And there's nothing wrong with feeling good, but you gotta be humble. You gotta learn to be humble. And this man was talking all crazy, talking big and bad. I guess he didn't know who he was dealing with. We're talking about Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. This is a bad duo, but Ant-Man felt like he had the juice. And for a moment, he had the juice. They defeated Denver, sent him home. So, the man feeling good about himself. Fast forward to now, the Timberwolves, they're down 0-2. And last night, they kept on switching on Rudy Gobert, punishing him. Prior to the series starting, I did say, I expect the Timberwolves to play small ball. I said that. I said this before they even start the series because I'm like, okay, all they're going to do is take Rudy Gobert out to the ocean. They're going to take him out to deep waters and drown him. And that's what's going on. And right now, man, it's not looking good for the Timberwolves. And what's crazy about all this, they are in the same position Denver was in. Remember, Timberwolves won the first two games at Denver. They went up 0-2. Nikola and them boys, they were down 0-2. And they came back, made it a series. So now the question is, can the Timberwolves do the same thing? And honestly, if they lose any of the next two games, it's over. They're not going to win 4 straight. So they're either going to win both games or it's over. They are not coming back from being down. They are not coming back from a 3-1 deficit. It's not happening. And Kyrie and Luka, man, they're on a mission. They are on a mission. I'm not going to lie. Even though I like Kyrie, I was rooting for Dallas, but before the series started, I'm not going to lie. I had doubts. I was like, the Timberwolves, they're big. They have size. Ant-Man is on his game. They have great defense. I assumed the Timberwolves would have beaten the Mavericks. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here bullshitting cap. I thought the Timberwolves would have been a lot of problem for the Mavericks. Even though I'm going for Kyrie and Luka, just based off what I've seen the last series and just the team, But I am surprised, man. I never seen it going like this. The Timberwolves, they're down 0-2. And all that chirping Ant-Man was doing, beating his chest, acting like he's King Kong, talking his shit, which he had the right to after he defeated Denver. But, he talked all that trash. He called Kyrie out, just did a bit too much. Now they're down 0-2. And I don't want to hear any excuses. What happened was, I don't want to hear it. If you're going to talk your smack, talk your shit. It's all good. But make sure you show up to play. You could talk all you want, but you got to perform. And right now, man, the Mavericks, they're in the driver's seat. Kyrie Irving, he's in Globetrotter mode. Luka is Luka. You know what he's going to do. And, man, it's not looking good. Last night was a great game. It was a great game. It came down to the wire. It came down to who's going to close the game. And for the second time, the Mavericks, they got it done. It couldn't have been any better. Kyrie missed 2 big free throws in crunch time. That is so rare. You will never see Kyrie miss 2 free throws. He missed 2 free throws in crunch time. And guess what he did? Made one of the biggest shots in crunch time. He made that big 3 in the corner, and they were down by 2. Then you have Luka versus Rudy Gobert, and Luka danced on him, had him on skate, 3-pointer, game. If I'm the coach, I'm like, under no circumstances should Rudy Gobert be switched onto Luka. That's what they were doing all night, switching Rudy Gobert on Luka, switching Rudy Gobert on Kyrie. And they're taking advantage of him in the pick and roll. You can't lose like that. You cannot lose the game like that. You know what they're going to do, and you still allow them to do it? Once again, I am glad that the Mavericks won. I want to see Kyrie and Luka make it to the finals, so I'm glad they won the game. But I'm saying, as a coach, man, as a team, you cannot have Rudy Gobert switched on to Kyrie or Luka. Honestly, I would have taken him out the game. I would have taken Rudy Gobert out the game on that play. It's looking crazy, man. This year's playoff have been amazing. A lot of great games. It's just been fun to watch, and Kyrie and Luka is a problem. You have two closers, man, and that's a problem. If Kyrie don't get you, Luka will. So you have a problem on your hand dealing with this team, man, this Maverick team, and they're playing better defense. Kyrie's now playing better defense. Luka is now playing better defense. So this team is a problem. And honestly, I feel like it's over. I normally say don't jump the guns, but the Timberwolves, they're not Denver. Denver have championship DNA. The Timberwolves never won anything. This is their first time even getting to this point. So I don't know if they have the fortitude, man, to bounce back being down 0-2. Can they go to Dallas and steal two? I don't see it happening. I think they're going to win a game, possibly, but win 2 games in Dallas? The way Luka and Kyrie's rolling, they're feeling good. They got the momentum. I don't see that happening, man. I think this is it. The Timberwolves, they came a long way. I thought they would have beaten the Mavericks. Once again, I am for the Mavericks, but I was going off, okay, this team, they have a deep team. They have great defense. They have size. Just all those things in place. But before the series started, my only worry was what's going on right now. Rudy Gobert, they're going to take him out into deep waters. That was my concern, and that's what's going on. Luka and Kyrie, they're something else, man. Nobody's surprised. We know what these two can do, man. And Ant-Man talked all that smack. You could talk if you want to talk. If you feel like you want to talk your shit, then talk your shit. But when it's game time, you got to back it up. You got to back it up. You can't make excuses after the game. What happened was nobody want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. I was tired. We don't want to hear that. If you're going to talk crazy, you're going to be running your mouth. You got to perform. You got to put on. You got to put on for the city. And right now it's looking like the Mavericks, they're headed to the finals because I don't see how the Timberwolves are going to win 4 games. They might possibly win 1 in Dallas, but I don't see them winning 2 games in Dallas. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say this early. I think Dallas is going to win game number 3. Ant-Man and the Timberwolves, they're going to be down 3-0. I feel that's what's going to happen because now Dallas, they took their heart. They got their heart. They got the momentum. Kyrie and Luka is going to do what they do. They're cooking. It's unfortunate, man, but this is the end of the road for the Timberwolves. This is the end of the road. What's weird about the whole situation is Denver would have been a better matchup for Dallas than the Timberwolves. You see how that all works out? Even though Denver lost, they would have been a better matchup for the Mavericks than the Timberwolves. It's all about matchups. The Mavs seem to be the Timberwolves kryptonite. I don't know what the coach is going to do. Maybe in game 3, they're not going to really play Rudy Gobert too much. Or they'll put him in and see how it's going and then pull him. Because they are abusing this man, taking advantage of him in the pick and rolls. He's ending up on Kyrie or Luka. And they're going to abuse him. But last night's game was a great game. Came down to the wire. And what's sad about the whole situation, Naz Reid had his best game in this series. The man hit like 7 threes or something. He couldn't miss. Naz Reid could not miss. The man could not miss from downtown. He's a big part of why they were still in the game. Why the Mavericks didn't run off with the game. Naz Reid, he was on fire. So he played a great game, man. His best game in this series. And it didn't matter because they didn't close. It doesn't matter what you do for 47 minutes. If you don't close the game, it don't matter. You're up 2. A 2-pointer can't beat you. A 3 is going to beat you. And we all know the Mav, they're going for the kill. They're not trying to go to overtime to expend more energy. Why? They're not doing all that. They're going for the kill. It's going to be Kyrie or Luka. We all know this. And still they allowed Luka to go one-on-one with Rudy Gobert. Game over. That's on coaching, man. That was stupid. But we're going to see what happened in game 3, man. I'm going to go out now early and say the Mav, they're going to win game 3. It's tough, man. But as always, I holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Holla at your boy. It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.